But let's talk about the movie Blade Runner 2049. Cheer up, cheer up. We know it's a bit of a bleak day. That is Harrison Ford. Most actors try to be funny. Harrison Ford doesn't even try. And somehow that's exactly what makes it hilarious. It's not the introduction we were promised. Bring me on with a, "Do you want me to pick up a little happier music?" Whether he's refusing to answer stupid questions, making fun of his own movie theme song, or casually suggesting he could pierce Jimmy Fallon's ear, Harrison Ford has one superpower. He makes everyone around him uncomfortable in the best possible way. Today, we're counting down the moments when Harrison Ford's legendary dry humor left celebrities, talk show hosts, and even his own co-stars speechless. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. The Nose Job Confession. An interviewer once looked at Harrison Ford and asked if he'd gotten a nose job. Most celebrities would get offended. Harrison Ford just shrugged. Just a little touch-up. That's it. No denial. No explanation. Just pure, deadpan acceptance of an absurd question. The interviewer didn't know where to go from there. That's the thing about Harrison Ford. He doesn't help you. He just lets your bad question hang in the air until you drown in it. Chapter 2. There wasn't room for Luke Skywalker. When asked why Luke Skywalker wasn't on a Star Wars poster, Harrison Ford gave an answer that still haunts publicists. There wasn't room, not a deep dive into marketing strategy, not a diplomatic explanation about creative choices. Just 4 words that made everyone in the room realize they had no follow-up question. He wasn't being mean, he was being honest. And honesty from Harrison Ford is somehow funnier than any joke another actor could write. Chapter 3. Piercing Jimmy Fallon's ear. Jimmy Fallon once asked Harrison Ford what the worst thing that could happen during a live ear-piercing segment was. Fallon expected a safe answer. He did not get one. "I could get an infection." Harrison paused. "You could bleed to death." God. Jimmy's face went white. The audience went quiet, and Harrison just sat there, completely serious like he just explained the weather. That is the Harrison Ford experience. He will tell you the truth, and the truth is terrifying. Chapter 4. Conan's Friendship Rejection. Conan O'Brien made the mistake of calling Harrison Ford his friend. Harrison immediately shut it down. "Made no effort whatsoever. And now you show up out of the blue and you want me to be your friend." Conan tried to recover. Harrison kept going. Then Conan mentioned that on his podcast, "You could say anything you want." Harrison's response? "Well, you dislocated your ankle forward." Conan's injury. From years ago. Harrison remembered it and brought it up like it was a casual observation. The room went silent. Conan had no comeback, because nobody has a comeback for Harrison Ford. Chapter 5. To become rich and famous. When asked what his master plan was after Star Wars, most actors would give a thoughtful answer about artistic growth. Harrison Ford said, "To become rich and famous." That's it. No pretense. No fake humility. He told the truth, and the truth was funnier than any carefully crafted anecdote. The interviewer laughed. The audience laughed. Harrison didn't laugh, because he wasn't joking. Chapter 6. The Celebrity Carpenter Tax. Before he was Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford was a carpenter. When asked if he charged celebrities more than regular people, he didn't hesitate. "Wouldn't you?" Then just, yes. No apology, no justification. Just an honest admission that he absolutely took advantage of rich people when he had the chance. The interviewer was stunned. The audience loved it. Harrison moved on like he'd said nothing remarkable. Chapter 7. Come Home. On Ellen, Harrison had to answer rapid-fire questions for charity. One question was, "Tell us something you do that embarrasses your kids." His answer? "Come home." That's it. Just showing up is enough to embarrass his children. The honesty was brutal. The delivery was flawless. Ellen laughed. The audience laughed. Harrison sat there like he'd just said, "The sky is blue." Chapter 8. Show me the money. When Harrison Ford was first asked to return for Blade Runner 2049, the filmmakers expected him to talk about the script or the character. His first question, "How much?" Then, because he's Harrison Ford, "Show me the money." This is a man who has been in the biggest movies of all time. He has nothing to prove, and his reaction to a major franchise offer was the same as a teenager applying for a summer job. The honesty is refreshing. It's also hilarious. Chapter 9. He knows what he did. This might be the most Harrison Ford moment of all time. An interviewer tried to get him to reconcile with someone. Harrison's response? He knows what he did. Then, without missing a beat, "She was my wife." The interviewer had no idea what to say. Neither did anyone else in the room. Harrison Ford just sat there, leaving everyone to wonder what the person did, who the wife was, and whether they should be scared. He never explained. He never will. Chapter 10. I had a lot of homework. Harrison Ford was nominated for Best Actor for Witness in 1986. He did not attend the Oscars. When asked why, a normal person would say they were busy or that awards don't matter. Harrison Ford said, "I had a lot of homework." He was in his 40s. He was not in school. The excuse was so absurd that the interviewer didn't even try to follow up. That's the genius of it. Chapter 11. I want me some of that. When asked why he wanted to join the MCU, Harrison didn't talk about artistic challenges or expanding his range. "I saw other actors have a really good time. I said, I want me some of that." Then he repeated it for emphasis. "I want me some of that." The man is 80 years old playing a Marvel character, and his motivation is purely enjoyment. No pretension, no ego. Just, "I want me some of that." And somehow, that's more inspiring than any actor's mission statement. Chapter 12. Cranky. I get so sick of this. Conan O'Brien asked Harrison Ford if he thought he was a cranky guy. Harrison's response? Cranky? I get so sick of this. The irony was lost on no one. He complained about being called cranky in the crankiest possible way. Then he just stared at Conan like the question had personally offended his ancestors. Conan had nothing. Nobody had anything. Chapter 13. I didn't win. Someone kept calling Harrison Ford an Academy Award nominee. He finally snapped, "Don't you get it? I didn't win." The person didn't know what to say. Harrison didn't care. He wasn't bitter. He was just correcting a factual error. But the delivery made everyone realize that calling someone a nominee is actually kind of insulting. Harrison Ford ruined that compliment for everyone forever. Chapter 14. The Red Hulk reality check. When asked what it was like seeing himself as Red Hulk in the MCU, Harrison said, "It was ridiculous." The interviewer asked why. Harrison answered, "Because when I look in the mirror, that's not what I see. That's it. No excitement about the special effects, no joy about the transformation. Just a man looking in the mirror, seeing his actual face, and finding a giant red CGI character ridiculous." The interviewer laughed nervously. Harrison did not. Chapter 15. Them are friars. Harrison Ford once told a joke on live television, and the punchline was so absurd that even he almost broke. Two cannibals talking about cooking missionaries. What do they look like? They got the little fringe of hair on the brown schmata. The second cannibal says, "Man, you're cooking them wrong." "What do you mean?" "Them are friars." The audience took a second to get it. When they did, they lost it. Harrison didn't laugh. He just sat there having told one of the darkest jokes in talk show history, completely stone-faced. That's power. Chapter 16. The colonoscopy music. Harrison Ford is tired of the Indiana Jones theme song, and he told the world why. "I hear it in the elevator. The last time I was lightly sedated and rolled in for a colonoscopy, they were playing it on the speaker. The image is too perfect. Indiana Jones, being rolled into a colonoscopy, half-conscious, with his own theme song playing." Harrison's delivery was so dry that it took a second to realize he was joking. Or was he? "That damn music follows me everywhere. It's played every time I walk on a stage, every time I walk off a stage." The man has been haunted by his own theme song for decades, and he's not afraid to tell you about it. Harrison Ford has been a movie star for nearly 50 years. He's played Han Solo, Indiana Jones, Rick Deckard, and now Red Hulk. But his greatest role might be himself. The guy who doesn't try to be funny, who tells the truth even when it's uncomfortable, who calls out bad questions, refuses to promote things he doesn't believe in, and once suggested he could make Jimmy Fallon bleed to death on live television. Most celebrities spend their whole careers trying to be likable. Harrison Ford spent his career being honest, and somehow, honesty is funnier than anything else. He doesn't break character. He doesn't break a smile. He breaks celebrities, and we can't get enough of it. If you made it this far without crying from laughter, hit that like button. Subscribe for more moments that prove Hollywood's biggest stars are also its most unintentionally hilarious. And drop a comment. What's your favorite Harrison Ford moment? See you in the next one.